So you've heard of date caramel, or maybe you have, but I raise you prune caramel. So the first step is you're going to take some prunes, and then you're going to add some water, and then you're going to cook them in that water until they are really, really soft. And I'll show you, this is how it looks to start. All right, and then once you get it to kind of this consistency, when you feel like the prunes are really soft, really mushy, I don't know if you can see that, but they've really broken apart. They've soaked up that water and cooked down, and the sugars in it has caramelized. You could stop here. I wouldn't though. I would add a little bit of butter. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna add a tablespoon of butter, and then we've lowered the heat to a simmer as opposed to the high heat that we cooked the prunes on to get that water to really evaporate and soak into the prunes. We're gonna melt this butter into these prunes. And I apologize for the noise of the fork, but you get the gist. We're gonna mix that in. And then once you've mixed the butter in, you'll see that it started to change color a little bit. It's a bit of more of a lighter brown color, so it's really caramelizing. And then you're gonna, from here, I would suggest turning off the heat, but you could continue to cook it on a low simmer, but just keep an eye on it so it doesn't burn. And then once it's cooled down, it'll have this little bit of a gloopy texture, but I would definitely suggest using a fork to mash it. You could use maybe like a whisk or something like that. Or you could, I suppose, mash it before putting it in the pan, but it just mashes much more easily once you've added that water and the water is either warm or boiling. So you get this paste, this prune paste, which is like a caramel, and it tastes delicious. It tastes just like caramel. And I like to add this to things like oatmeal or as a topping, or sometimes I'll add it to what I call protein sludge. But if you'd like to see what that is, I can definitely show you. But this is really a great substitute if you're wanting something sweet, but you aren't wanting caramel, or you're wanting to have something with more benefits. I think that this is a great way if you have constipation or any slow moving stools, some hard stools. This would be a great way to get some a little bit of that sorbitol from the prunes into your diet in a way that's, not as hard to eat as regular prunes.